everyone, this is Mike from Just Watch. Thank you for tuning into my channel and for my latest review. And as I'm guessing you are probably able to tell from what is on the screen in the background, we're going to review a Steinhart Ocean One Vintage Red today, which I'm very excited about. Received this watch last Thursday. Just a couple of things to talk about here too with this watch. We'll give you a look at it here. At the actual watch. So a couple of things to talk about with this watch that I'm very happy with. Start right off with the company. I placed the order for this watch on Sunday while they were closed down for a week extended vacation for the holidays. Even though they've been closed down for a week and had all of those orders piling up, I still had my watch in hand in the USA on Thursday from Germany. So incredible service, precision shipping. Can't say enough good things about them as far as that goes. As far as the watch goes, I did the unboxing last week and wore it around all weekend, had it sized down so it fits me correctly, and just wanted to get a good weekend under my belt with this watch before I spoke about it online, just so I could kind of give you guys a more informed opinion on what it is like to wear it. And I have to tell you, it's just a joy to wear. It's a fun watch. I love the look of it. I love the vintage feel of the dial, and the quality of all of the materials is just excellent. Really can't say enough good things about it. Let's get into what makes the watch what it is, and I think we should start with the heart of the beast, which is your ETA 2824-2 25 joule Elabore, I believe is how you pronounce it, movement. It's a Swiss-made automatic. For those of you that don't know what automatic means, it means that there's a little rotor wheel that's weighted so that it always swings to the bottom, so that whenever you're turning the watch or whenever you're moving your wrist while you're wearing it, it is winding it. It is winding that spring inside there, and it is keeping the watch wound for you. It cannot overwind the watch. So you literally can't move so much that you cause damage. Some of you might remember old manual watches where you screw the crown, and your parents would always remind you not to overwind them, or you could break the mainspring or break the stem or what have you. So no worries there with this beautiful watch as far as that goes. So bezel, aluminum inlay, you have your finer markers down to the 15 for your countdown, and then out to the 60 you have your kind of classic 20, 30, 40, 50 markings. Very much enjoy the look of this bezel and the feel on these machinings on the side to give you the grip. It's just awesome. Really like that. Your waterproofing on this, it's 1,000 feet or 300 meters, whichever you prefer. So no problems there. Very waterproof, deeper than you're ever going to go into the water, that's for sure. Let's take a look at this oyster bracelet. It's a solid oyster bracelet, really nice, very, very well made, really nice weight. The total weight for this watch is, before you remove any links, is 212 grams. So for you people that don't do grams, that's about a half a pound. Really nice. I wouldn't call it heavy by any means, but I would call it just a perfect weight for a tool watch of this nature. You have it on, but it doesn't feel overbearing when you're wearing it. It's just really just a nice feel. I'll give you a look at how that looks on the wrist. Really enjoy wearing this, and like I said, just a nice solid feel. You just have that great feeling of having a solid, high quality watch on your wrist when you are wearing this, which I really like. The case on this watch, it's a polished and matte finish, depending on where you're looking. 316L stainless steel. Very nice stainless steel, very scratch resistant, very rust resistant. It's going to be very durable for a long time, that 316L stainless steel. It's a 42 millimeter case diameter. Very nice size to wear on the wrist, as you probably saw up the top. I really like the size. I know a lot of people are fans of the 39, but for me, I'm over 6 foot tall. I like the 42. I like that little bit of extra size. It's a little bit bigger than your classic Rolex Submariner, which I find interesting because now Rolex is making a lot of watches in the 41 size, the Datejust 2 and a few others. So they're going bigger. They're seeing what's going on with watches, and they're adjusting as well. So 316L stainless steel, 42 millimeter diameter, 13 millimeter height and 212 gram weight. That's before you remove any links. I removed 4 links to get this on my wrist. I actually have a pretty small wrist for somebody as tall as I am, but now it is fitting me perfectly. And with this, you can see it's a solid link watch with your push pins, and just a really nice machine clasp, marked stainless steel, and just very smooth to close. You can see just super easy. And you have your Steinhart signature etching on the hasp there. So open, close, and you have 6 positions for micro adjust too. So you can really just dial in that perfect fitting. Actually, I might go in 1 or 2 more from what I had sized this weekend. Might have to go back over and get that done. Haven't decided yet. We'll see what my wrist does over the next few days and how much we go back and forth. Anyways, back to the case on this. You have, it's waterproof to 30 atmospheres, which translates to 300 meters or about 1,000 feet. Very, very good waterproofing, more than anybody's ever going to need. And you have that great screw down crown here too, which we should talk about. You have your nice signed crown there with your Steinhart, and then screw down, of course. You unwind it, you pop it out, you set your time. Very smooth, very smooth to set the time, very precise too. You can really get that, in between the half minute or right on the minute or wherever you want to set your time. So all the way out is your time set. You go in 1 click, and that is your date set. See if you can hear that wheel popping around. I don't know. It's pretty faint, but it has the very nice, just efficient sound as that date wheel changes around. And then if you go all the way in, you have your self winding that you can do there. And as I said, you pull it all the way out, you get your hack, you see that second hand stops right there. So if you want to get a very accurate set for testing or what have you, you can do that with this watch, which is very nice. And then to screw it back down, you just push it back in, apply some pressure, catch that thread, and then thread it back in. You want to be careful with these that you don't go too tight. You don't want to crush those seals. You want to have it snug, but you don't really want to crush it down on there. That is not good. I really enjoy the dial on this watch too. I think it's really cool looking. Your dial here has applied markers, screen markers with that vintage look. Steinhart calls this old radium. And the lume on this is actually fantastic. I'll overlay some photos when I edit this together. I did some night photos of it. I'd say it's very equivalent to what you're getting now from Seiko. Close to it. Probably not quite as bright as Seiko's, but it's right up there. So great job with the lume on this watch. And going back to the dial, you can see you have your red lettering. That's reminiscent of those rare and vintage Rolexes that are going on the market these days for $20,000 and more. You have your waterproof 1,000 meters or 1,000 feet, 300 meters, automatic movement, professional, and your Steinhart logo at the 12 o'clock. Your hour hand is that classic Mercedes style. So you can get a better look at that. I don't want to go too close where you're going to lose the focus, but your classic Mercedes style, and then the real nice long minute hand. And I really love the sweep of the second hand on this watch. It's very long. It has a nice little pip of lume about 2/3 of the way down, and it extends all the way into, almost seems like it goes into the case. It's so long, but it's very nice, and the movement of that ETA movement is just gorgeous. It really just pulses right along nicely. And you can also see the bezel here. You have an aluminum inlay with your markers, and just that little bit of a pip at the 12 o'clock too, just that beautiful classic Submariner style, which I really enjoy. I really like seeing that. And then the lines of the watch too, the lines of the case here are just gorgeous. I really like the width, the height, the way that these are cut down and angled down, and the way that all comes together. You can see how beautifully these solid end markers match up with the case on both sides of the watch. I've seen much more expensive watches than this not line up as nicely as this. I've actually seen Rolexes not line up as nicely as this watch does. So the watch, the quality is here. You can see too your how nice quality this is too. It's also stainless steel, with those beautifully cut grippers, so that when you're turning, there's no problem getting your grip there on that right there. It's just beautiful. Let's take a look at the inside of this watch too. We didn't really show you much on the case back. So you have your Steinhart seahorse with the warrior seahorse type of thing, guy with his trident. You can see I left the plastic on the back strap. I like doing that. So you have your, see if you can catch that better. There it is, right there. Steinhart Ocean 1, stainless steel, sapphire crystal, automatic movement, 24 jewel on the back there. And you can see you got your nice brushed stainless on the inside of that bracelet. So there's your whole thing. Let's take a look at it on. So we'll slip that on there. Whoop. Actually, we didn't do it. Let's take off what we have on first. That might help. So today we are wearing, dun dun dun, watch check, Seiko Shogun Titanium on a leather NATO strap. I really love this setup for everyday wear. We'll do a full review on this later too. We've done an unboxing on it, and I've been wearing it for about a week now. Really like this Shogun Titanium. Incredibly light, and on this leather NATO strap, also very comfortable to wear. So let's just put that beauty up right there so you can enjoy seeing that in the background. Like I said, I really enjoy wearing this watch. Very comfortable to wear. Very nice fit. Give you an idea of the look. So there it is, right there on the wrist. Super nice size. I really like that 42 millimeter size on my wrist. I'm a taller person, even though I have small wrists. I'm over 6 foot tall, so I think the size on this is great for me. You can see it's big, but it's not too big. It's not, you know, you don't look at it and go, oh my God, look at that thing. And you definitely, wearing this watch, the weight isn't going, you know, the weight isn't so heavy that it's going to bother you. It feels like you have a nice timepiece, a nice tool watch on your wrist, but that's about it. So that is how it wears. Anybody is looking for a high quality Swiss watch, stainless steel, and loves this classic style, this classic Submariner style, I would highly recommend a Steinhart. There's a bunch of these available as far as your dial options go. They make it in a classic green bezel with dial, and then they also have a more modern dial with your polished applied indices, and also the bubble over the date, just like a Rolex. Very nice looking watch too. I'm actually tempted to get one of the modern crown watches as well. Or crown, one of the modern case watches with the sapphire. It's a few dollars more, but it's not terribly expensive. So, going back to this watch, your Ocean 1 Vintage, great look, a great feel on the wrist, very accurate and very high quality. Just love the movement, love the way it's made. I love the way that, you know, this drops down, everything, the way that all the lines and the curves. It's just a fun watch. It's very well put together, and it's a great looking watch too. So highly recommend. Can't go wrong with Steinhart. All right, everyone. Thanks for watching. We're going to do some more reviews soon. If you like this content, please give us a like, leave us a comment what you think, and also hit that subscribe button so that we can keep bringing you content. All right, everyone. Thank you. Have a great day, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.